So now we're going to talk a little bit about cutting techniques. There's three main ways of cutting, and that would be roll cutting, where you're bringing the knife and using the curvature of the knife to slice through ingredients in a consecutive fashion. The next way would be slicing. So you're going to be doing drawing strokes across the board from the heel to the tip, like so. And then the final one would be chopping, where you're actually going to be doing the reverse. So you're going to be going tip to heel and using the weight of the heel to push through the ingredient. So when using the Gyuto, this one's got a fantastic curve to the blade, which means that it's going to be really good for roll cutting, but also fantastic for slicing and chopping. So when we're cutting, I'll just show you one of the main techniques to keep your hands safe when you're doing cutting, and that's what we call the claw technique. Looks a bit like a claw. The way that you use the claw is you anchor your back two fingers, so your pinky and your thumb at the back. You have your middle three fingers bunched together with your middle finger standing out ahead of the rest of them. Your knife is going to come in full contact with your middle finger as you're making cuts. And this is going to be your guiding finger as you make each consecutive cut. The idea with this is to slowly draw your fingers back towards those back two anchored fingers. Now, I'll show you that again. Now, as we get to the back of those fingers, and we move back to that anchor point, we can reset and put these, the thumb and the pinky back, and you can start again with slicing, and you're going to slowly move back towards those back fingers. As you become a little bit more, as you get comfortable with this grip, you can then start to move the entire hand back in a comfortable fashion, like this. And you're going to pick up a little bit of speed, but you still want to focus on the technique and making sure that you're keeping your fingers safe. So that's doing some slicing, some roll cutting with the Gyuto. The other two techniques, as I said before, would be slicing. So drawing from the front of the blade back to the heel. And then the final one would be chopping. So you're going to be pushing forward like this. Now you're still using the claw technique to guide that knife back towards your thumb and your pinky. And it's giving you a lot of control over the width of your slices. While keeping your fingers nice and safe. So that's the Gyuto and a couple of the techniques for using it.